Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Washington. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bobcats. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. There he goes. He's at the top, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking for room. It's Love. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. This is as bad a situation as you can get as a punt team. Ball down just outside their own red zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torch this defense with an explosive pass. Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Coming out with it, it's Love. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's taken out of bounds at the 48. A really good return gets it close to midfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the run, it's Owens. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it there in business after the fumble recovery. This this offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Young. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? These DBs going to give a little cushion. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's gone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4... You can kind of feel that way, but dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Dropping back, it's Young. Going for 6. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is.
Look out on the right. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half. have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Young. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Bobcats will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for room. It's Owens. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The sure hands, it's Barnes. He won't get there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tight.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're
gashing the knee on the right. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Around the end, it's Owens.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Pushes ahead. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good. You're late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget your defense, get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw it again from their own end zone. Brings it down on the right side. Off and running. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio. Once he got some room, it was over.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
With the catch, it's Owens. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
What a Great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back. Go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's locked. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense. Great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play. Try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To throw, it's Young. Got it in the middle, it's Delp.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Slithers into space.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. So here it is. Plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put 2 hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. And this will be for the win. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. this off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Houston's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, if you didn't know that young man before the game, you do now. How about that? 2 plays, 2 sacks. That's how you start a football game. This defense is flying around.
Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 sacks in a row. This defense is swarming all over the place. Hey, offense, you might want to change something up.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. They'll give it to the back. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd down try for the offense. Dropping back, it's Carr. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They boot it away on 4th down. Makes the catch near the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Unleashes 1 deep. Touchdown, Horned Frog! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. Still running at the 35. All by himself down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all at first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went in the hat and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And the ball's out there after it. And the defense got it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Horned Frog. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sticks it in his belly. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Carr. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Dixon. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got a man, it's Graham. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Washington. He'll take a shot. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had
a shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way from around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll, Tide, roll. Now to my guys in the booth.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Touchdown, TCU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. And it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Off-play action on first down. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
Looks it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get... Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes one man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Give out of the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And they really need to convert this third down, guys. If not, they're staring at a third punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Epps. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Washington. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Trying play action. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, TCU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback's hands, not the receivers.
Total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Phillips. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field.
What an awesome punt return that now sets this field position up so nice for this offense. A lot of times, offensive coordinators right away, I get a big play like this that creates momentum, I'm going to take a shot and go after a touchdown right now.
Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes his man miss. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Epps.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here's a heat. Oh, it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Firing to the right, complete. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Washington. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He lost one down the sideline. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
He's knocked down behind behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch, it's Welsh. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Back to the ground with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The play action fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Under fire. Finds the tight end. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Makes the quick grab. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a grab deep. Running free. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after it! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed behind the line, it's Welch. And he ends up taking a safety. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Washington. Pulls it in, it's Moore. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a plan.
To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. What a disappointment. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to test the right side with this one. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory.
He's got it. 1st down and more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Makes the grab. It's Eakin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his man. It's Hayes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of room give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Touchdown, Green Wave! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you can pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. first down. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers.
The fake, and he wants to throw. And it's caught into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Love. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw. It's Washington. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Tulane! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Baxter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. On the ground, it's Baxter. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Hayes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Washington. He'll off one deep down the left side. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being...
Lost one deep down the right side. Caught at the 25. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Green Wave. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Eakin. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Slings it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Found the seam. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get them isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Quarterback now breaking the field. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Baxter. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys. Makes moves. He's down to the 21. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. And that one will give him the lead.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
They're going to run it. And he'll be brought down.
And these decisions to go from two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Deacon. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Baxter. Jinging on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. To the air on first down. Quick shovel pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, man, you want to make a statement defensively, make hits like that. You're going to start having these receivers think twice about running these routes. This defense came to play, and they are laying the wood.
Pulls it in. It's Baxter. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tulane. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Now on first and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.